Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I'm Rena D. I'm gonna start my elemental energy series. This will be for the earth signs. I'm gonna start with the Capricorns. So it's probably gonna take a little while. Get yourself some water, some tea, or some wine, whatever is your choice. And let's get into it. So I want to see what your guides have for you for the month of August. Okay, so let's go ahead and call them in. Call in your team. Angels, love and light. Spirit, the Most High. Our higher selves. Ancestors. What do you have for the Capricorns for the month of August? What do you want them to see? Give me a message. Help me to see clearly. Help me to speak clearly. And help whoever comes in to see this video to get a clear message. Okay, I'm gonna cut it and pull from the top to save some time. Knight of Swords. Yikes. Knight of Cups. That's the King of Cups, not the Knight of Cups. King of Cups. And then you have the Hermit there. Okay. So on the bottom you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is very to the point. Much. Swords talks about intelligence, communication, thoughts, and this energy is very swift, fast-moving communication. So with this being on the bottom, this is kind of like an overview. Sagittarius had this on the bottom as well. So this is your energy. The first energy out is the Four of Pentacles. This is Pentacles, that's earth energy. It's money, your home situation, your career. You're holding things close. You're not revealing everything. You're not spending too much money. You're not being extravagant. You're being very, very guarded in the month of August. Look, he has a pentacle. He has a pentacle in his embrace. He has one on his head, and he's stepping on the other two. It's like, nah, I'm gonna keep all this for myself. And just in the climate that we're living in now, it's understandable. It's understandable in a way, because you want to stay stable. You don't want to be thrown off of your rocker. You don't want to spend a whole lot of money if if things aren't very sure. The only warning that I would give with this is you don't want to be stingy. Stinginess creates stagnation, and you'll stay in. If you get into the mindset of, no, I can't give you of my of what I have, then you won't receive either. In the law of attraction, you have to give to receive. Ask and it shall be given to you, that sort of thing. And there's that. Look here, back here. It's like a sack of coins. And it's almost like he's saying, yeah, I know, I got it, but you can't have it. No, move along, beggars. Beggars, I don't want you. See his face? It's like, And Capricorns are pretty practical. Capricorns don't, spend extravagantly. I mean, I think Capricorns like the good life, like to have things, nice things, good things, the goodness of life. But Capricorns value hard work and are not very pleased with people who will take their goods and just use them willy-nilly. And so something has gotten you on this, in this mindset maybe of, no, I can't help you. Go beg somewhere else. Okay, so the challenge is this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is tricky energy. This is swift moving energy. And see, you have another Knight on the bottom. These two are brothers. They have, it's action, fast moving, get her done energy. This energy, however, this is the Knight of Passion. And so this is kind of like player energy, playing the field, because the Knights only bring in an offer. They aren't there to stay. They come in and they go, right? And the challenge, this is interesting because it's almost like you want to stay put, you want to stay where you are, but there's this challenge of, let's just keep going with it. Let's see what's going on here. Cause it could be, I keep thinking player energy for some reason. All right, so in your subconscious, what you're not aware of is this Two of Wands. Two of Wands, see he has the world in his hands. It's kind of like strategizing, trying to put things together, trying to figure out what you're going to do because you've been given an idea, a spark, something, some sort of endeavor, and you're collaborating with someone and you have to make some sort of a choice. And you're looking out to the world to figure out what you're going to do. Put your ships, to set your ships to sail. That's how you operate. That's your operating system. And it makes a lot of sense because Capricorns, like I said before, are hard-working people. Whether you're working on your own business or whether you're working a job, no days off, that kind of thing. You can rest when everything gets done. And so you're always looking out there. You're always trying to figure out what is the next step. What do I need to do so that I can get this and this and this? This is fire energy, passion, action. And I'll say this because it kind of goes along. Capricorns are cardinal signs. Cardinal signs are the starters, the creators, the ones who come up with the plan, and get things done. They aren't necessarily the finishers, which earth sign, Taurus, those are the finishers. You put it out there, you're the boss, you say, okay, let's do this. And then you put a Taurus in the mix to get the job completed. So here it seems for whatever is going on in August, you're considering what you have put out there in the world or what you want to put out there in the world, what you've created. Ooh, okay, so this is this is the Hierophant. This is the past energy. What has come into play that has influenced this. So the Hierophant is the spiritual OG, the counselor, the teacher, the one who you go to consult with, that can help you make decisions on relationships, You go, when this card comes out, it's kind of like the marriage. You know, there's a marriage that's going on. So maybe you got married just recently. And, or maybe you got into a relationship just recently. Something like that, because the passion cards are out. And the four, okay, so you're wanting to stay stable. You're wanting to stay put. Though you have this energy of wanting to be there, wanting to get it going, but you can't somehow. Huh. Okay, all right. So what you're aware of, and this makes a little bit more sense, is this Five of Pentacles. So you had the Four of Pentacles, now the Five of Pentacles. This is what you're aware of. This is like being left out in the cold. Having, remember how I said if you're stingy with your stuff, then people are going to be stingy with their stuff. Well, it seems like somebody gave you a pentacle just to keep you happy, keep you at bay, keep you from going anywhere. But it wasn't enough. And now you feel left out in the cold. Why? You see it this way. I'm not exactly sure yet, but it's almost like there's some kind of relationship dynamic here that's causing this feeling of being left out in the cold. There are two figures here. Two figures here. One of them is hurt. The other one is, you know, she's like, did this come out last month? Let me think. Because I remember saying, come on, Otis. But that's what it seems like. Maybe it came out for I can't remember. It came out for someone, some sign. But they're outside of a sanctuary of sorts. And they're out here in the cold together. So their situation is temporary, and it's really contingent upon their own attitudes, because they can just go into the sanctuary and get out of the cold. It's almost like it's an easy fix, but let's just keep going. Let's see what's coming out in the future. Oh, okay. You have the Queen of Cups that's coming out. Compassion, love, charity, goodwill, motherly affections. You know, this is compassion. And I love this because the Hierophant came in the past, and now the Queen of Cups is coming in. That's intuition. That's nurturing, feeling, you know, love, you know, just being in this place of love. So although you may feel like, or what you may know and see is this sense of being isolated, left out in the cold, left behind even. It's not going to last, because you have someone coming in that's a queen. And your energy is the Queen of Swords. This is interesting, because now you have two queens on the board, on the table. And this queen, she's no nonsense. It's like all work, no play. And don't come with, you know, any kind of lies, because you're going to be found out. So maybe this is what's going on. Your intuition is online, and it's causing you to hold your coins close. You feel like somebody has not been on the level. Marriage, somebody that's a queen coming in. So you're in this queen mode. It could be the king that says yay, nay to whoever, but the queen, she's at least advising the king to who gets their head chopped off and who doesn't. So they are safe to a certain degree, you know, in that You may consult someone else before you say, hey, off with their head. The king can overrule that, if that makes sense. So this is your energy influencing this. Let's see what's in your environment. Ooh, the lovers. The lovers are in the environment. So this is soulmate energy. This is a major arcana. This is also Gemini energy. With the lovers being in the environment, this could be someone that sees you as their soulmate, or your soulmate could be in your environment, which is also influencing this, which makes a little bit of sense because you're halting. Okay, so you have this energy of the Four of Pentacles where you're holding things close. So it's like this player energy, or this fast moving, passionate energy. I keep saying player energy because that's how I see the Knight of Wands. It's now it's not all bad. It's not all negative, because sometimes you just need somebody to come in and help you for a time and just go. You know, somebody that can get the party started, get the, energy going. And it just is what it is. You wouldn't want the Knight of Pentacles if you need a job done quickly, right? If you needed something, if you need somebody to come at a spur of the moment, and this could be your energy. Sometimes you can't just sit on your hands for things. You have to be about your business. And it seems like, at first it seemed like this was about career, but this is more about relationships, because you have your lover that has come in your environment. So there's so many different things. There's so many different ways to see this, but it doesn't look bad. It looks like somebody's coming out of the cold, because you got the Queen of Cups coming in. Let's see. Okay, so your what you are desiring is a message. This is the Knave of Pentacles. You want a favorable message, a message of prosperity, maybe. Prosperity, house and home, family. You want something that's gonna tell you, yeah. You want the universe to be generous to you. So you see this progression. You have the Four of Pentacles, and then you have the Five of Pentacles. Somebody to bring in another pentacle to take you to the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is generosity, right? The divine smiling upon you, giving you good fortune. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? It's like a progression going from the 4 to the 5 and then the 6. So let's see what the possible outcome will be. I'm right. I'm so right. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So you will get that. And then some, right? You're wanting just one pentacle. You're wanting to get out of this situation where you're left out in the cold, where you're, feeling dejected and not, loved. But your whole world is about to change. This is the possible outcome. The Wheel of Fortune is, it's a major arcana, so that means that it's a major life event in your life. But it's also the hand of fate. This is the divine changing things in your favor. I like it. I do. I like it. I like it because you're in this energy. What's influencing you in this energy is no nonsense, you know, the first energy out was the Four of Pentacles. You're like, no, you can't have my stuff. You can't touch anything of mine. I mean, I'm sitting on my bag of gold. No, it's not opening for nobody unless I say so. And being in this Queen of Swords mode, you're just like, yeah, no, nobody's coming over here. You know, you have to be, I see through your BS. You know, that's the idea. And you're in your environment. The Lovers, this is something worth protecting. So it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense that this is probably what you're trying to protect, you know, or the reason that you're trying to, yeah. So I want to put out some oracle cards. And let's see if we can flesh it out a little bit more. Let's see. This looks really interesting. I think I mean, the possible outcome is good. It's not exciting, I guess. It's, what do I mean? It's not exciting. It is exciting. It's exciting in that you're about to go through a major life change. And your soulmate, your lover is going to be there with you. Twin flame. Let me see. What else is twin flame-ish? Well, you have the two of wands here. That's twin flame. You have the Hierophant here. That's marriage. And you have two queens here. That's not twin flame or marriage. It just indicates two queens in the picture. Your energy and then someone else's energy. Or this could be how somebody sees you. This queen. But this Queen of Cups coming out is beautiful because it's a balancing energy. It's something that's going to help to bring you out of this, you know, cutting everybody off, cutting everybody out. And I want to say Aries had something similar. Yeah. Aries actually had the King of Swords in this place. And the King of Cups came out for the Aries. So that's interesting. All right. Let's see what we have here. Contract. Okay. Now that makes sense. See, this corresponds with the Hierophant. Hierophant is legal, but it's spiritual, right? It's connecting the heavens to the earth. You go to this person for advice, you know, and contracts, you know, it's marriage is a contract, you know, business, that's a contract you can sign, you know, if you're, yeah, I'm just stumbling over my words. Y'all, this is interesting. It's really interesting. For a Capricorn, this is really interesting that this comes out, the Lovers, because the Lovers show up on the Capricorn card, which is the Devil card. But here being, you know, just the Lovers, it does not indicate that there's anything. It indicates being together, being on the same page, and having the guidance of the archangels instead of the devil energy, toxic, controlling. It's really beautiful. Looks like you're very, very protective in the month of August. Very, very, very severely protective for your house, your home, your family, your legacy. because you know what you want. This Two of Wands, you have your sights set on what you want. Yeah. So I'm going to put out a psychic oracle card. Ah, yikes. Sagittarius did this too, but we'll work through it. We'll work through it. Okay, sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, this is chakra work. So in the month of August, you're gonna want to do some chakra work. There's the throat chakra that's coming out also. I'm gonna speed through these real quick because I want to see how they work. Material harvest. Yeah, material harvest, heartache and loss. Y'all, I'm gonna come back to them. I just want to see something. This is authority. This is the Emperor energy. Recognition and reward. This is like having a victory. Solitude. This is kind of like the Hermit energy. Wisdom. Going to the Hierophant. Getting wisdom. Fulfillment of wishes. This is like the Nine of Cups, the wish card. Material harvest kind of goes along with it. Obstacles and challenges. Yeah, you're gonna, that's what this is all about. In a way, you have some obstacles to get through. This right here, like I was saying, you know, it's a temporary situation, and all you have to do is go into the sanctuary. For whatever reason you don't want to, you know, or you might want to. You do want to. You do, because you have this in your desire, the Knave of Pentacles. You're just taking your time. You're studying the energy, but you're not, because you have this Knight of Wands. You're rushing in. You want to get out of this. You want to get out of that real fast. You have a reason because of this, the Lovers. Okay. Obstacles and challenges. But look, this card came out for somebody else too, another sign. And I found it interesting because this indicates to me your ancestors, not just your, archangels, guiding you, telling you don't be afraid to move through your obstacles and challenges, because you have us here. Don't look down. Just keep going. Just keep moving. Heartache and loss. Let's put that there. Here we have the heart chakra. More chakra work. Talking about this. I'm coming back to those, but it's indicating that you have some work to do energetically. You do. And I'm going to come back to it in just a minute. But then you have rest and rejuvenation. That goes along with what I'm talking about, this chakra work. Taking your rest. Taking time to establish your practice. Okay, so you have the second chakra, the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra that has come out. That's sexual energy. If you're feeling out of balance in that, you have the Lovers here in the environment. So, you have this passion, this, the Knight of Wands, that's passion. You have the Two of Wands in your environment. In your subconscious. So you could be a little bit out of balance, in that area. But I want to hurry up and say, don't try and do this work first. Don't go straight to the sacral chakra. Go to the root chakra first, and then move through your chakra system to make sure that you're in balance. You don't want to do too much of one thing and then you knock something else out. It's almost like a car. You don't want to knock yourself out of alignment simply by trying to do too much in one area. You also have the heart chakra work to do. Okay, now that's skipping over the third chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra. Don't do that. Don't just skip over that. I'm really talking about putting in some work here. The sacral chakra is where your personal power comes from. And see, I want to say this really quickly. Because those cards didn't come out doesn't necessarily mean that you have no work to do in there. But it also indicates that you might not have to do any work in those areas. So the solar plexus chakra gives you a sense of feeling like you are powerful and strong. So you might feel powerful and strong. You might not have to worry about self-esteem issues, you know. But just like you have to maintain your car, you don't want to wait until it starts making sounds or doing crazy stuff before you take it to the mechanic. You want to, you know, do regular maintenance. That's what I'm talking about. You know, don't just skip over the root chakra even though you don't feel afraid of anything. Do the work. Ask yourself daily, who am I? You know, and move through these. Make it a practice to stay in balance. Okay, so you have the heart chakra. That's where we go to God, our heart center. And I'm a mystic. I'm more of a mystic than I am religious in a lot of ways. And so when I talk about God, whatever image that comes into your mind or whatever concept that comes into your mind, let it be that. When I talk about going to God through our hearts, I'm talking about really reaching the Most High, you know, the Creator, the Sustainer, the Protector. And I know that lives within me. And how I access that is through the portal of love that has been opened to me, for the world. And, you know, I make it a practice every day to dwell in love. So if you don't understand what I mean in that, just go to Google. Find out what it means to have an imbalance in your heart chakra. And then go to your throat chakra. This was some work that I had to do a year ago in order to get me prepared for this, to do this. Because just because we know how to speak a language doesn't necessarily mean that we know how to speak to others. And I'm not the greatest personal. Now, look, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm not the greatest at public speaking. And so I didn't know that I would be doing this particularly, but I knew that I wanted to do some public speaking, so I needed to unblock my throat chakra. And I had to do certain practices, some which included singing, some which included writing and actually using my voice so that I could be prepared to do something like this. And why? I was just led to do it. I was led personally to do it because of my own practice. You might be led to unblock your throat chakra for another reason. Only you know. And it's only for your own benefit. It benefits others when you speak your truth, but it's for, what was I gonna say? Benefit, it's your business. That's what I was gonna say. You're expressing yourself is your business. And I'm gonna keep moving because I did want to get back to these. Solitude and wisdom. This goes hand in hand. Look at how the cards are. I mean, they look like they're supposed to go hand in hand. But this is like the Hermit card, which you're gonna have to go to the Hermit cave do the work. You know, that's where you go to do this work, this chakra work. You go to the, because it's a solitary thing. It's something that you do alone. I mean, you can do things with others, but there's certain things that you can only access by yourself. And you're not truly alone. It's just that you have to go to some scary places that only you can understand, because it's some shadow work, right? It's some shadow work that you might have to deal with that other people aren't necessarily gonna understand. And they don't have to understand, because it's you that's trying to unlock the next phase, the next stage in your ascension. And you know, at some point in time, maybe somebody else might need that information, but it's for you to go to this scary place. It's for you to cross over this precipice and come out alive and tell the story. And what it seems like is that there's some heartache and some loss that is dwelling in that dark place where you have to go into the shadows to, you know, flesh it out so that you can speak on these things to yourself, to whomever. Your lover is here, so you might have to do this. Whatever it is, there's some things that's changing in your favor, and it's gonna be great, because the Queen of Cups is coming in. Yeah. So I have some more oracle cards that I want to put out. That's that. I got that. Okay. So let me put out a law of attraction vortex cards. My light is getting dim in here. I don't know if y'all have noticed it in the reading as time has gone on, but the sun, it's only been 37 minutes. The sun has changed in this amount of time. So these are law of attraction cards, relationship cards. By my attention to things, I am making choices. Connecting the heart with the head. Yeah. By my attention to things, what I'm aware of, I'm making choices. What people do not understand is that you do not choose something by looking at it and shouting, yes, I would like some of that. You make your choices by your attention to things. In this universe that is based on attraction, when you look at an unwanted thing, your attention to it causes an activation of the vibration within you. And then the law of attraction brings more like it into your experience. That is a deep, deep truth. I don't watch a lot of television, and it's actually really difficult for me to watch television because I've gotten out of the habit of doing it. But one of the reasons that I stopped watching television is because I didn't want my attention to be taken in a place that I didn't want it to be. Okay, so my eye has already spoken. I'll take it, but I want to shuffle up the cards. I'll come back to that in a second. So the attention that you choose to give to a thing, to whether it be poor health, bad relationships, negative people in your life, these things can manifest more in your life. And so we have to start training our minds more and more every single day to look at beauty if we want beauty, to seek out goodness if we want goodness, you know, speak positivity and positively of others if we want that. And there Ma is speaking. She says, I speak positively of others. If we want that in our lives, we have to have, you know, we have to make it a daily, every moment practice to do that. And as I'm saying that, I want to speak positively of my Dukes. She is a very dear and sweet lady who has gifted me with these earrings. And I love her dearly. She is not selling these, even though I want her to. But yeah, she's a wonderful woman, and she's a Capricorn. So hopefully she'll see this. Ma'at is one of the goddesses in the Egyptian pantheon who it is said will weigh our hearts against a feather at the end of our journey here to help us to determine whether or not we're ready to move on to the next leg of our journey. And if our hearts are heavy, burdened with all the cares of the world that our attention has been on throughout our life, then we'll have to come back and do it again. And it's not bad. I mean, you can stay in whatever you're staying in for as long as you want to. You know, it's your life. It really is. And that's so important for us to understand. We don't have to do anything that we don't want to do. And we can continue to do the same things over and over and over again in our lives for as long as we want to. I speak with sincerity. Oh, and I love this card so much. I do. I love this card so much. Look at the hummingbird that's whispering into her ear. Yeah. The hummingbird symbolizes purity, delicacy, something that's very dainty. And imagine having that come into your ears and then playing the telephone game. What kind of words would you speak? You know, you couldn't lie on the bird and say negative things. You would have to speak positive things, you know, beautiful, wonderful things of others, you know. How that plays into this, I feel like it's this energy right here, this sharpness. The Queen of Swords, she's very, very sharp. And sometimes her words cut so deep. And final. Yeah. It's a daily practice that we must work on. That goes back to this heart chakra. Throat chakra. Knowing the right things to say. Knowing the right way to say them. Wow, the flowers are really speaking. So I like to use the flowers as personal development cards. Personal development, because the flowers, they're always teaching us something. Something that we wouldn't normally, have, well, yeah. The flowers are a normal occurrence. We see flowers just about every day, anywhere. We see them in the patterns. We see them, you know, on television. And if you live in a place where flowers grow, you see them there as well. So you have two that has come out, the Japanese cherry and the gardenia. I love both of these flowers. The Japanese cherry says to grow and develop in peace. Make peace with yourself, make peace with your world, make peace with the people around you. And the gardenia is saying to grow in awareness. Become more aware of the things that you can change, things that you cannot change, the choices that you make, the attention that you put onto things, you know. There's one more card that I'd like to put out, and it's not an oracle card or a tarot card. It's an act of kindness card. And I like to end my readings with these cards because I believe that we need to have a little bit more love in the world, a little bit more kindness in the world. And these are just little tips that we can use to, you know, affect some positive change in the world. You're going to have some positive changes in your world, you know, because the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Get ready, get ready, get ready for it. Okay, pay for someone else's meal at a restaurant. This is beautiful. This is really a beautiful act. It's paying it forward. If you have love in your heart, you always have something to give. I love that. Thank a teacher or mentor who made a difference in your life. I think Aries had this card too, because I thanked my my teacher, my 8th grade geography teacher, Mr. Preche, and I thank him again for being such an influence in my life. He's no longer with us, and I had a dream about him a couple of months ago. I was riding on his tiger. Funny thing. So I think he's still giving me strength and helping me to believe that I am, you know, stronger than what I have known. You know, sometimes I don't see myself as this strong and powerful being, which I should, you know. And so anyway, it's not about me, it's about this. Thank a teacher, thank a mentor, someone who has made a difference in your life. It could be a mother, a father, a brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, teacher. A good person is a gift to the world. Heidi Will, I think that's Wills. Let's put on the glasses. Yeah, Heidi Wills. A good person is a gift to the world. And I totally agree. So thank you all for watching. I hope this helps. I feel like I was all over the place, but if there was a message for you, if it resonated with you, leave a comment, let me know. Tell me, you know, jump in the comments. Tell me how things are going. Tell me how you're doing. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, just reach out. You can find me and you can find my schedule, my list, my menu of services on Facebook at Rena D. Cherish Daily Tarot. You can also find me on other platforms, Instagram and what else? Instagram and YouTube at Rena D. Cherish Daily Tarot. You can find me on TikTok, Rena D_Cherish, and same name at Twitter. If you would like to send me an email just to say, hey Rena, I really enjoyed your reading, or can I get a personal reading, you can email me at cherishdaily@outlook.com. I really enjoy reading your comments. I read them all, and I really do enjoy it. And this is my pleasure. I really enjoy doing these readings for you all. They're general. This is for the Capricorns for the month of August. If you're Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or if you're a cross watcher and it seems like it relates to you, hey, it's for you. If it doesn't, just keep moving. I encourage you to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post videos. I try and do a weekend steamer every week and do these 12 videos every month. So yeah, just to stay in touch with me, just reach out. I think that's it. Oh, be on the lookout for my blog. I'm putting in work in a lot of different areas, and I don't want to get overwhelmed, but there's so much content that I want to put out. And as time is available, I will be putting things out on this blog. So just be on the lookout for that. Until next time, namaste. Peace.